Oh, much better. Ooh, that is lovely. You and then literally anything at this point. You. Right, we are good. Golden. Fantastic. 2 hours of freedom. Don't mind if I does. I'll take it. Let's just cover up the viewers, likes, and donations. I don't need to see that. There we go. Much better. Right shade. Haha. Miss one there. I need to do that one. Where's my Ushantibon? Ushapate. Ushapate bon. Ushapate. Ushapate. Who's your batty? Who's your batty purple? No, it's brown. Who's your batty purple? That's what it's called. It's not. Look, it says it. It's not me being a dingus. Look. Who's your batty? Missed a few on this one as well. More than a few, actually. Hey, Francois. Hey, man. We made it. Ah, it's nice to sit down. Bit of a busy day so far, but it's nice that we get this little moment. It's absolutely wonderful. How you doing, man? What you up to? Dogs? Dogs and naps? Pretty much, yeah. Well, I mean, life's good if that's your day. You know, sounds pretty sweet to me. You're fixing up your place, if I've got that right. Yeah, you're fixing it up, so it's not necessarily housework, but clearing up the place, from what I understand. Have I got that right? Oh, okay. Well, at least my memory's sort of working. I remembered that about you. Oh man, it's nice to be sitting down, just painting models. Hang on a sec. These ones are progressing. I need more piles. Oh, they can go over there. Okay, they can go in there. Doc, hey man. How you doing, buddy? Come on in. Just chilling out. Just taking some time out from, the outside world. Just chilling out, working on some Terminators, making some progress. Absolutely loving my Terminators again. They don't feel so intimidating now. How you doing, man? Yeah. Monk, that is 100% true. Yeah. Yeah, that's 100% true. In fact, I think I know who you are, which is crazy. I think I recognize who you are. But the thing is, I have an image of your face from the age that you were. Dark brown, if not black hair, right? Little guy, little buddy. You're very chatty. I think that's right. Let me guess. Yeah, very dark brown, if not black hair. If that is, I think I know exactly who you are. Oh, tell me, what class were you in? Were you in a sports class or were you in a talkie class? Because I did all sorts, didn't I? So, which class? I want to try and figure out who you are. Male or female? I'm going to go with male. Were you in the evening extracurricular class at the private one? Did you go to that? Because that really narrows it down. God, this is like real life Guess Who. This is crazy. I'm trying to figure out who you are. I think I know who you were. And I think we had conversations. But I need information. 2 ESO. Right. Let's figure it out, right? Let me see if I can remember. So, 2 ESO. ESOs went up to 4? Who was your teacher? Who was your teacher in your class? Like your regular go-to teacher? Was it Marta? Or was it Sonia? Or was it someone else? Oh man, real life Guess Who? This is amazing. For those of you that don't know, Galicia is a part of northern Spain, and the people are just wonderful. Really liked it. I was in a place called Riveda. Very rainy. There's a city nearby called Santiago, which apparently has one of the highest rainfalls of anywhere in Europe. Pretty soggy place, but beautiful in the summers. But the winters were so rainy, just crazy. But it's right by the sea. It's wonderful. Okay, so your teacher was Marta. Okay, male or female? I'm trying to figure out a shy person. I was not expecting to talk about Galicia. Oh yeah, super soggy, Dark, super soggy. But this is pre-COVID. This is the last time I got to live in Spain. A sound technician in Vigo. Okay. That does not narrow it down. That is future facts. I need a bit of information. Give me a bit of information that not even information, but something that me and you might have talked about, or something that would somehow give away who you are. Something that we'd said. Okay, so you're a guy. I feel like I can figure this out. 2 ESO. 2 ESO with Marta. Yeah, that's true, Dark. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I sound so surprised that I'm talking to someone from pre-COVID when, we met that many years ago. So, yeah, isn't that kind of crazy? Maybe, just maybe. Well, ironically, Monk. I've met Monk in person. There's a shy guy in 2 ESO. Their teacher was Marta. It narrows it down, but no, that would give the game away, wouldn't it? If you sent me a picture, that totally gives the game away. That's too easy. I can guess that. Who else was in your class? Let me think. 2 ESO. Was there 2 of the class? Was there two ESOs? Is that right? There was two ESOs? I think I can narrow it down. Because if there was two ESOs, one of them was like... Okay, so there was 2. Were you with me the last lesson on a Friday? I think one of them was like first lesson on a Thursday and last lesson on a Friday. You're in B, so you were the last class on a Friday. Am I getting closer? I think I'm getting closer. I think 2B ESO was last thing on a Friday. I think it was. God, I feel like a detective. Yeah. Oh, we're getting there. Now that narrows it down a lot. Okay. So I remember the class. Nice class, man. Nice class to have last thing on a Friday. Easy class to have. Always a nice dialogue going on. There wasn't too many guys in that class. I think I can narrow it down. Now, you said you were shy, but we must have talked at least a little bit. Getting there. Now, the class moved. If I remember right, the class moved midway through the year. And towards the end, we were like the very end upstairs classroom in the very end of the building. And it was easy to get out at the end of the day. I know the class. I'm thinking of the people. Yeah, but a photo gives it away. Unless it's a photo of the whole class. And we'd have to share it in a... I don't want you... You don't have to give the picture, obviously, but it would have to be a class photo, because otherwise, if it's just a photo of you, it totally gives the game away. Does that make sense? And it doesn't have to be a photo from the time either, because I reckon I'd still be able to pick out your face. So, if you've got one of those, then that could continue the game. This is crazy. Yeah, last time I was in Spain, pre-COVID, man, that was nice times. That was even before the kids and everything. Whoa. Yeah, so just a bit of context. I used to teach, not much, just English and sports and silly games that involved having to speak English. But I'd often go into classes and I was basically the easy lesson for the classes. I'd go in there, we'd play some silly games. As long as it was in English, it wouldn't really matter what we did. Some people liked it, some people liked to coast. I didn't mind it which they did, you know? So I thought it was fun. I enjoyed myself. Excuse me. I wouldn't recognise you, Dark, if I saw you in person. But I think you'd recognise me. Although I look old as hell now. I'm old ass man. Vigo was nice. I spent a night in Vigo. Vigo's on the northern coast. Is Vigo where the Great Lighthouse is? Am I getting that right? I mean, to be fair, my memory of you is a 30-something lanky, bald white man. I mean, yeah, that's about it. I'm not lanky. I'm not tall by a long shot. But Vigo is a nice place. Yeah, I liked my time in Vigo. I walked along the walk by the sea, and you can go up the hill as well. Yeah, you can go up the hill. I'm pretty sure that's where the Great Lighthouse is. Or is it the Mausoleum? No, not. I'm getting my wonders mixed up. Right. Okay. Let's go. We'll operate on the assumption that there isn't a photo. Right. Sweaters still do. I like my jumpers. Although my new hobby is not buying new clothes. I don't want to buy anything anymore. I like wearing the same piece of clothing every day in day out until it falls apart. So Revelia is pretty, but not very good for people. Um, Agreed. Yeah, Reveda is yeah, it's not great for young people. There's not a lot to do. Not a lot to do, you guys. I completely agree. So that's why a lot of people go Santiago, or in your case, Vigo. But yeah, totally agree. It's nice, but it's not great for young people. Mood as hell. What does mood as hell mean? Oh no, I'm not cool enough to understand what that means. Mood as hell. I don't know what it means. I've come up with a new theory as well. Video would also. Before you find a video, where did you sit in the class? Where did you sit in the class? That's what I want to know. Where did you sit in the class? I'm glad you agree. Front. I think I know who you are. All right, share the. Well, hang on. I'm not even convinced there is such a thing as a bad student. To be honest, I don't think there's necessarily even a. I don't think there's even such a thing. I think it's just a case of getting through to the person, finding what interests them. So I don't agree with saying you're a bad student. I don't write kids off like that, or at least I don't think it's fair to. So no, I wouldn't. There's no one in that class that stands out to me as particularly problematic. You all seemed actually quite nice, frankly. Talkative. You engaged in conversation, which was the main thing. But I mean, you know, without being too stereotypical, asking a Spanish person not to talk, a Spanish person that doesn't talk, is a very rare thing. So what we get was a nice dialogue, which is what I love. I don't agree. I don't agree. But send it to me privately on Discord, and I'll have a look. Let me know when you. You might not be on my Discord. How am I even going to watch this? I don't understand how I'm going to see this photo or this video. So, you tell me. You're the technical guy. Oh well, bad isn't it? Yeah, but I mean, yeah, exactly. I tell you what. My experience of the Spanish school system is they put too much pressure on you guys. Too much of it is exam based, and they put too much pressure on you, poor sods. That's how I felt when you were there. Like when I was there, I was like, this is too much pressure for these kids. It's a lot of exam based stuff, and I don't think it's fair to test that way entirely. But I was seeing kids your age under so much academic pressure. And I thought to myself, like, these are kids, you know? They need some time to be kids. Yeah, it was rough, man. As in poor, bad subject matter. I think. I mean, they mean bad. That's a very yeah. Listening to people speak in Spanish is just great, and how conversation just is free flowing, and it was just so nice. And these are like these are not old kids, but conversationally, their skills were just top notch. They loved chatting. It was great. Not so great if you were trying to get something done, but that's not majorly important. If something was soaking in. It's not. No, they had some issues, and it was privately run. Little bit not great. There was things I witnessed that wasn't great, but the high pressure exam environment was rough. Um, yeah, privately owned, wasn't it? Yeah, it was privately owned. Not the best, not the worst. I freaking love my Terminators, man. I absolutely love these guys. No, they weren't the best because I just realised they hired my ass, didn't they? They hired my loser ass to help out. No, if a place is hiring me, it's not the best. It's not the best. Yeah, wasn't the best. I like to muck about a bit too much, I think, with my classes. The lesson plans weren't exactly all that strict. It was like, we're going to try and do this. If this doesn't work, hey ho. I remember my last day in Galaxia, actually. I went up to the gym and I was walking down the hill, coming down the hill from the gym, the sports centre on the top of the hill, and the sunrise was coming up. I was walking past a couple of palm trees. I was like, oh, I'm going to miss this. I really liked my morning swims going up to the sports centre. A really nice walk up that hill. Plus, you got warmed up because it was a massively steep hill. I love sunshine, man. I love sunshine. If this stream, I tell you what, Monk. If you don't think you're going to come back to another stream, then I have to find out your identity in this stream. However, if you think you'll come back, we can have it as an ongoing mystery where you can think of some clues that could give away who you are. You know? So we don't necessarily have to do a photo, but if it's a photo or a video of the class would be better than an individual because it makes it too easy. Oh, I really messed that bit up. It's alright. Some Reichland Flesh Shade will fix that. Well, that's good. Should we just have it as an ongoing mystery? We could just have it as an ongoing mystery. That's fine with me. Kind of makes me want to, because I'm pretty sure I've still got photos of my time there on Google Drive. I don't think I have class photos, but I feel like getting my Sherlock on, figuring this out. Right, so those have been boned. Now I need to do some more Reichland. You didn't remember who you are. Don't worry, I don't remember who I am, and I'm me. So don't you sweat that. Don't you sweat that at all. Who ares me? Yeah, don't worry about that. I don't take that personal. People forget people all the time, man. I mean, do you remember everyone you walked past in the street? No. You remember someone you hung out with that many years ago? Nah. Hey, Dark. I think I found a secret. Right. I think I found something. So, I I suffer from ever so slightly wonky brain. Right. I'm a bit wonky, and I get a bit carried away with routines and patterns and self plans. Right. I know that sounds a bit odd, and it is. Um, but I found a way to have financial freedom. Right? And that is don't buy nothing. Like, don't buy nothing at all. Literally, don't buy nothing. And what I mean by that is just use what you've got. Yeah, I'm full blown wonk. I don't want to say retarded. I don't think I'm necessarily retarded, but I think I'm semi-tard. I might be semi-tarded or just an idiot. I'm not sure what I am. I might be semi-tard. I don't know. My wife keeps telling me to go to the doctors and get the TARD test, but I'm a little bit embarrassed. I got off track. What was I saying about TARD? I paint therefore I am. Yes, my theory is don't buy anything. That's my new craze. Like, don't spend money on anything. Just utilize what you have. Don't buy any additions. And it kind of got born out of having a pile of shame and being on here and being like, just paint what you got, right? But I'm applying it to everything. Like, I'm not buying nothing. I'm trying to find ways. Now, obviously, it doesn't exclude food and bills, but anything that's remotely recreational, I'm done. And I bought Arc Raiders, but now Arc Raiders is starting to go a bit poo. That was my last purchase. I'm not buying. I wanna accumulate. I don't wanna buy frivolous stuff. I feel like I own enough frivolous stuff. That's my theory, or at least in my semi-tard brain, that's what I reckon. Any thoughts on the theory? Is it dog shit? Could be. Most likely is, but I've just started thinking about it. It's only the past week or so, maybe a little bit. Yeah, no, the past week I've had Arc Raiders a week. Arc Raiders is getting me a bit down now because I'm getting killed way more. People are just getting a little bit more shoot on sight. And I was like, I kind of bought this game to be entertained. I like shooting the robots, but if I wanted to have to run away through fear of people screwing me over, I just need to go out in the real world. I don't need that in my entertainment. So, unfortunately, I even left them a bad review. I never write reviews, but the only reason I did is because it has such promise and it was so lovely. And I heard lovely is still earlier, but yeah, if I write a review, I care about the game, clearly. No, Monk. You threw a curveball at me. So hang on. So in that case, we have to amend our variables, right? Was there two free ESO? And if there wasn't two free ESO, where was your class? Where was your classroom? Because it throws off my detective skills. We're behind now. It's thrown things off. So, yeah, we're in a bit of a bind now. I'm not sure. I need more information now. We have to rebuild the information. How old were you when you were in free ESO? There's a question. So I can kind of gauge it, because it was from 3 and 4-year-olds to 18-year-olds. So free ESOB, you're repeating. What colour was your skin? But I don't think... But you said you were shy. Shy and repeating. So I don't think skin colour will factor into it. Because if you're who I think you are far from shy. So you're in free ESOB, but repeating, and there was two free ESOs. Is it right in saying that free ESO was the same classroom as we discussed? We just got the 2 and the 3 ESO mixed up. There's still 2 free ESOs, and ESOB was last day on a Friday, and it was in the same classroom, like the top end corner room, towards the end of the year. Is all that information correct? If so, I have an idea. I have a new question, if we can confirm all that. And big teeth. Were you into your sports? Were you achieving good things within regards to sports? Were you in a football team? Was your hair short? These questions I have now. God, I feel like such a detective. Real life Guess Who? None of those. Okay, that rules out some people. That's good. I don't recall anyone with big teeth. Such a nerd. Did you sit by the door? You were at the front. Yes, but were you by the entrance to the classroom? If I remember right, the rows of table were in 3 rows, and then it was either 3 by 4 deep or 3 by 3 deep. And I reckon you're either in the middle or the one nearest the window. I take that back. I don't think you're at the door. And if you were... I think we're getting close now. I think we're narrowing it down to 6 chairs. Okay, you're at the back row. But again, 3 rows. Were you at the absolute back? Next to the windows, absolute back. Where all the naughty kids sit. Further back was better. But that's not what got people targeted. People not paying attention got targeted all the time. I'd always ping more questions at people who didn't want to be involved. It's a bit cruel. Absolute back by the window. Right, let's try and iron out the identity of the other people, right? Who sat in front of you and if you're by the window, to the right of you? Who are on those tables? I wouldn't say any of the kids from my time there I would describe as annoying. I think they wanted to be annoying, and they wanted to annoy, but they didn't. They didn't annoy. But I think they might have wanted. But that's just kids wanting some attention. That's all. It's not something to be mad at them about. It's just how some kids are wired. You know. A girl with red curly hair. Is that who sat next to you? Is that who was on the table in front of you? Or is that who was on the table to the right of you? Red curly hair doesn't ring a bell. Doesn't ring a bell yet. I think we need something specific to nail down this. I know curly red hair is pretty specific, but in front of me, curly red hair in front. Okay. Who sat next to you? This is a great game, man. I was not expecting to play this. This is great. Absolute bloody great game. Is this like a really crappy version of GeoGuessr / Guess Who? Well, it's a long time to go back and remember, you know. But yes, without the specific information, it's a bit hard to nail down. Now, the trouble is, if you happen to have a photo of the class, it's too easy because I can find you immediately because we know now where you were sitting. So if it was a class, it would have to be the class photo to keep the guessing going. That's the trouble. Who's this curly red hair girl in front of you? Was she vocal? It's not enough. It's not clicking in my brain. Although I think we've made some real progress. Where's my Gene Stealer purple? Ah, there it is. Yeah. Oh, no. This is the one. Wasn't this the one? Dracali Lilac? T'Challa? Oh yeah, T'Challa, because we're always going about T'Challa. Yeah, let's do these Gene Stealers of Abhorrence. We can get a coat on them as well. What's wrong with that? Vocal, yeah. Outspoken, confident, chatty, loud. What have I done? Have I said something wrong? I always say stuff janky. But saying was a Spanish kid vocal is, I mean, like that's saying does the wind blow? You know, is rain wet? It's not really. It doesn't really iron it. It doesn't really smooth it out. You know. Also, saying about saying that you're chatty, I wouldn't even say overly chatty. I think like Spanish people's social skills are second to none. They are just, it's just amazing. I just go and sit in a cafe and just listen to people chatting away. Just absolutely astounding social skills. Just hang out, have a chit chat. Absolute treat. I said you're married and old and not on the internet much, but was insert woman here vocal is one of those sentences that causes people to have misunderstandings. I get you, Dark. Well, I mean, I've always put my foot in it, and I always continue to, regardless of age. I'm just a bit wonky, like socially, and I always manage to say something a bit weird. It's just my superpower. So, oops. But I mean, Also, my English is not good. I failed. I failed to instill it in you an interest in English. Oh man, I failed this kid, and now they now they did not want to pursue English, thanks to me. I can only apologise. Yeah, I'm sorry. He was like, "Oh, this teacher, I'm never learning English, never going there, never going to travel, never want to be a pilot. I don't want English. I'm done. I'm going to go learn sound." No, I didn't think for a second it was, but it was quite fun to think of it being the case. Yeah, movies and video games are great for learning English, frankly. I started learning English from Minecraft videos long before I got it in school. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good place to start, to be honest. Um, Northern Lion. I don't even know what that is. But hey, well, I like games, man. I love playing games, and if they've learned helped someone learn a language, then games can't be that bad. And also, like, if you ever find yourself in the wilderness, you can just follow the Minecraft survival guide, which is immediately punch trees. Just keep punching trees until you get wood, and then use that to make a fire. TBOI. TBOI. Northern Lion is your favorite streamer's favorite streamer. Oh wow, so crazy popular then. Ah, there we go. Binding of Isaac. Yeah, never played it. Hear fantastic things about the game though. Frankie. So I'm painting these abhorrents, but what I've been doing is I've been working through Terminators, working on just purity seals and the emblems. I've gone with Ushabati Bone, and then Reichland Flesh Shade, but I've just been doing those. Bottom shelf, those guys in there are done. These guys have to be processed, but yeah, I'm just having some fun with those. And then I found my T'Challa purple, so we're just working on these guys, which are absolutely gorgeous. I think they're called abhorrents. Ah, Monk. PM it. Are you on Discord? Because you could PM it to me, or you can email it. You can also email it to me, providing it's not some horrendous virus. These guys are gorgeous. And also, another big thank you to Dark for engaging me in conversation and helping me find the right colour scheme for these guys. It was pure fluke, but it's not the first time he's worked his magic powers and helped me find the right one. So, yeah, thanks, Dark, for that. No, don't do it on here. No, don't. No. It's got to be done. No, don't send a photo of school kids anywhere public. No. Yeah, like totally through the chit chats. These models are so pretty. They're so horrible. Every single face on these models is absolutely delicious. They all have their own character. SS being the abbreviation of screenshot is fine. It's common parlance and not as though the Schnutzstaffel still exists, an entity to be sent to someone. Yeah, CP is a terrible abbreviation for anything. Yeah, there's clearly some connotations. That's a terrible one. SS is a bad one as well. KKK is a bad one. Yeah, they're all terrible ones to do. I had a running joke with my friends where I wanted to open a nightclub, and I was going to call it Kev's Cool Club. We've all spelt with K's, and I thought, well, we could just have a big KKK on the front of the building, and it would be like a nickname for the club, and people would want to come there. I tell you what, these cultists ain't I've done a few crunches. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Yeah, Matt, what you need to do is I've got some great advice for you. Stop buying stuff. That's it. That's the goal. Stop buying stuff. You know? I'm going to go to check Discord right now. Yeah, Matt, if you stop buying stuff, work on what you've got. And then if you really want to buy stuff, snuffle up secondhand bargains. But yeah, don't. What is it you're looking for? What is it that caught your eye out of interest? What was the thing? Because I've seen some new stuff, but I'm not going to buy them. And also, I want to say as well, I was super pleased. I didn't even try and snuffle together some money for a Battle Force. I didn't even hang around for the pre-sales or anything like that. I didn't even check it when it came out. Didn't even do it. So I'm not, in the first time in 4 or 5 years, not getting a Battle Force. And I'm proud of myself. Because that Tyranid one, that Votan one, and that Krieg one were all delicious. They all tickled my pickles. Let's go to this one. You son of a bitch! You made it too easy. It's you in the middle of the glasses, isn't it? That's you, isn't it? You son of the bitch. Son of the bitch. You're son of the bitch. You wouldn't think that English is my first language, would you? You son of the bitch. It's you, isn't it? Because why would you have a photo of someone else in the middle? You're the middle person. No! Oh, I'm so confident going into that. Let's have a look. I know, true, unfortunately. Never knew I'm always buying second-hand stuff. Yeah, second-hand's the way to go. I did spot the 5 Krieg horses for $26. That's good. $26 for the horseman is really good. So $30, yeah. Screenshot of a public video. Okay, I'm going back. So I immediately know who you know by the vocal red-haired woman, and that was the girl in the red hoodie on the left with the glasses. I know exactly who that was. Hang on, give me a second. Right, so. Okay. Are you even in the photo? Right? Are you even in the photo? I need a confirmation that you're actually in there before we start playing this guessing game. I don't want a hint. I don't want a hint. I just want to know if you're in there. You're in the photo. Right, so my first Sherlock thing was to look for some big ass teeth, because you said big ass teeth, but I don't think that's even the most distinguishing thing. So you said you described yourself as painfully shy. So I was like, okay, so who in that class was present but largely invisible? Because when I hear shy, I'm like, okay, so they didn't want to speak when asked questions. Who was it who was like in the class, not like unruly, but also not interested? So that's what I was going on. So I'm gonna hazard a guess. I'll take 3 guesses for today, and I'll have to go back to my research. Oh, here's a question: did you have an interest in fashion? But if you're window seat, then that won't be you. Okay, I already know that question isn't... The answer's no, but I'll wait for you to confirm. But that question is already an answer of no, because the person who is interested did not sit by the window. Detective table right there. Yep, I already know. I already knew. Right, I'm going back. Here we go. Let's go back. Okay, so right, so here's my detective thing, right? So in this photo, guys, the class of kids have pushed their desks aside and sat in a circle to engage in some like fun activity. There's like this little party game thing going on where someone else is being someone else's arms. You know, when you stand behind someone and put your arms under their armpits, they're doing that. So I was like, okay, so I know where he was originally sitting, but they've moved the desks. So I was like, right, process of elimination. Kids would form a circle and they would probably sit nearest to where their desk was. But then I thought, hang on, Spanish kids, they will go immediately towards their friends. That's what I'm thinking. So is it staying in shot? Ah, it's pure fluke. That's pure fluke, Matt. And believe it or not, like, there's a phone. So obviously the phone is here. So I've got a phone on the stand, and my face is actually behind the phone. So I'm right that you beeline for your friends. Yeah, I bet you did, you son of a bitch. So I'm gonna take a guess, right? I'm gonna take a guess, and I'm leaning in on the shyness factor, and I'm gonna go with someone who might have inquired about the channel. Hang on, I'm gonna go have another butcher's. Right. Are you the guy who's wearing the top that's the two different blues? He's got short brown hair. I can't see his teeth. Can't tell you if they're big ass teeth, but he was a shy guy. Is that you? In the two blue top. You really like him blue that day. That's my guess. Because I don't think I even had a conversation with him, channel or not. Is that you? That's my guess. He was shy. He was a shy guy. I'm really leaning on the shyness element. Well, when you next see him, tell him that he was a seriously quiet son of a bitch. He was. Can I say that? Can I say that about him? That guy never said a word. Can I say that about the guy? I'm not sure. Is there an ethical issue there? Calling someone I used to teach a son of a bitch? Good question. The class is about... It's about... somewhere around the 20 mark. 20, 22 maybe. Somewhere around 20. The other one I thought... You're even shyer than that. Did you ever talk in class? Like when you were asked questions, or did you just totally clam up? Because there's a couple of people in there that were quite chatty, and I want to take another guess, but the issue is I want to get it right relatively early on. I don't want to just be guessing until there's no one left, you know? But if that person's your good friend... If he's your good friend, then you might have sat next to him. Let me look at the guy next. So if two blue, I'm gonna call your friend Two Blues. Two Blues. All right, yeah. I got it. I know who you are. I got your number, you son of a bitch. Why am I calling you a son of a bitch so much? It's like my go-to. I mean, that's like my guy comment. I call someone a son of a bitch, and then it's just like, yeah, you're all right, buddy. I know who you are. I have to say that even with the photo is difficult. No, it's not. It's not. I know. I got you. I got you covered. I know exactly who you are now. I know exactly who you are. But I think the referring to yourself as having big ass teeth, I think that was a red herring. I think you're trying to trick me there. But you're the friggin'... Right, hang on. Tell me when you're ready for me to give you my guess. I've got it. This is the winner. Okay. Right, so you, by the process of elimination, are the dirty, great, massive giant in the grey t-shirt sitting between two blue and fashion. Short, blacky brown hair. Can't tell if you've got big ass teeth, but you're a big ass guy. Is that right? The giant. That's you, right? I think it is. Just waiting for the confirmation now. Ah! Shit! I was so sure. I was so sure. Oh, man. Man. Oh, I was so sure that it was you between Fashion and Two Blues. So maybe you weren't already friends with Two Blues at this point. Maybe at this point you were enemies. That totally... I feel scuppered now. I was so sure that that was you. Okay, well... The issue of the guessing now is that we're running out of candidates. But I do have another... My spidey sense did go off a little bit with one other person, but I don't think that one's you. That's why I dismissed it. Oh, yeah, I know where he is now. He took up petty crime. So he started, like, just robbing from old ladies after church. That was his main thing. But then he got put in prison for a while, and then he moved on to major crimes. Yeah, reverse burglary is what his crime was. He would break into someone's house and put a load of stuff in there, and then run off. Yeah, he's serving 30 to life for that. Because he just filled someone's house full of microwaves. Yeah, reverse burglar. Infamous. Yeah, you don't need more. But I feel you, Matt. Like, you know, it's engineered in a way that it's like buy more. But if we can just say no for a little bit, we can work on, like, because I've got a whole mental list of models that I really want. Like, I really want an Elder Avatar. I don't have any Votan. I don't have any Krieg. I can never have enough big Tyranids. But you have to try and control yourself, you know? I know that's hard. I get you. I just want to own all the models myself as well. I feel your pain. It's a toughie. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and what's really bad is that he broke in, filled the house with microwave ovens, plugged them all in, jammed a spoon in the little plastic latch that lets it turn on, and then turned them all on and ran out, and it microwaved the old granny that was living in there. So yeah, that's why he's serving a life sentence. Very elaborate form of murder, that. Yeah, it was in all the papers. Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. Reverse, yeah, microwaved a granny. Yeah, cooked her. Broiled her. Like a microwave rice in a bag. Just cooked her from the inside out. She didn't even know what was happening. She was asleep. Yeah, very elaborate way to kill someone. But that was his thing. That was his whole shtick. I don't know why I'm constantly repainting these purples. But I think... Mini of the month, Rattling. Oh, you painted yours. I didn't even assemble mine. Yeah, the Rattling Sniper does look like a nice model, though. Right, I think this purple is coming along nicely. Yeah, I think so too. I think I'll commit the capital crime of actually mixing paint, but I'll mix some of this T'Challa with a little bit of white, and I'll just highlight it. And I am very happy with that as my Genestealer colour. Thanks, Dark, for helping me with that. I was so stuck. Do you remember that stream that I ended early? Because I was just like, this is killing me. So demoralised. No, but mixing paint, I just... Because I never get the same mix again, you know? But, yeah, it's just a little phobia of mine is all. You were right. Yeah, you were right on the money. Like... And I listened. Yeah, you're right, Matt. And everything shouldn't look the same because it is flesh, isn't it? So they should be different. Paintingliness? Yeah, no, I like it. Paintingliness. Right, okay, so going back to the detective thing, I feel like I'm losing my credibility here because I'm running out of people. I would say my next guess. Oh, question. Here's a question that isn't just an outright guess. Can I see your face in the photo? Ah, there we go. That rules out more than just one. I can't I can't see your face in the photo. Well, geez, you screwed me over again there, haven't you? Sending me a photo that doesn't have your face in. You can't see your face. Whoa, okay. Good, because all of my next two guesses would have been faces. Ooh, that sounds like a nice way to do mud. Here's a question, guys. I think I should do this top arm flesh as well, and the bottom arm in the armor. This looks fleshy. I think I'm going to do it because this purple looks really nice. I think I'm going to do it. And I think it's all about leaving those recesses as thin as possible, like having them but don't have them too thick. I think on the previous paint job on these, we had like really thick recesses, thick lines, and I think that you should make them as skinny as possible. Ooh, like that. Yeah, buddy. Like that. Super thin. Super thin. As thin as possible. Well, Matt, no, not airbrush. This is just oh shit, what did we do, Dark? This is Jacari ink over Oh, Jesus, I don't remember. It's not airbrush. No, don't do any airbrushing. Um, that's a good question. How do we get to this point? I know this flesh was grey. It was just grey cere. And then we put... Jesus, what did we do, Doug? I've totally forgotten. I've totally forgotten how we got to this point. I know this is the second coat of stuff, so some might have lingered through, but... these were originally base coated in grey cere, and then this ink is Drukhari Violet. Druki Violet. But I think that's everything on it. Yeah, I want to thin down this bit here, this recess. Hey Matt, yeah, if you see me online, come say hi. Especially if you see there's no people in the stream. Like, some chit chat is always welcome. So, just whenever, man. The idea is to be consistent because my semi-tired brain likes consistency. I like having routine. So, the idea is 2 hours a day. So, yeah, hopefully I'll see you again. If not, it was nice chatting to you. And, take care of yourself. And unless you're a regular. We've got a few regulars now. It's quite nice. Quite nice that we got some regulars. Yeah, I think it's bloody marvellous. I'm really enjoying taking my sweet ass time painting this guy. Alright, Monk, send it. Send it. It might be, if the stream runs out before I guess it though, it will be to be continued. So is the video of a trip? Why do I feel like it was a trip, this video? There was a trip before I arrived. I feel like there was. Yeah, it's about little recesses. Those lines, and that will work with orcs as well. Those lines have to be as small as you can physically get them. Just like the teeniest, tiniest lines. That's it. We've definitely got that sorted out. And it's going to help when I do my ogres as well. Teeniest, tiniest lines. That's the key, isn't it? I'm going to do that on the orcs. I'm going to do that on the ogres. Just as small as you can get those lines. There we go. So the tongues could just stay like that. I might maybe, let me just touch up a little bit on the face there. Should we just blend in the lighter colour and get one right first? The question is, do I lighten it with Corax white or something else? That's a good question. There's that Army Painter Troll Teeth. That looks kind of light. Maybe we should try that one, see how it mixes up. It's quite light. Hey, look. It's pretty light, that Troll's Teeth. There we go. You see that? It's pretty light. It's not white, but it's pretty light. You know what? That might be mixing up okay. Look, hey, that's what the Army Painter paints could be. They could be for mixing. I mean, admittedly, this is a pretty big brush, so I'm not making life easy for myself. You know what? This is so light, I might just go in there and do the eye. Oh. This is really a big brush for this kind of detail. But I put the paint on it, so I'm gonna goddamn use it. Just a little bit in there. You know what? I'm gonna get a smaller brush. I got a smaller one. Ooh, it's quite a big eye there. It's quite a surprised eye. It does, doesn't it? Yeah, it just... What a difference figuring out the colours makes, eh? Oh, I covered up the nostril. I'm alright with that. That face is a bit of a mess. This eye is a little bit screwed. Maybe there's just ever so slight bit of moisture on the brush. However, Right, so I think less is more with these highlights. We've done the face. That's probably where the most of it is going to be. I'm going to put some ink on those eyes, but let's just follow Dark's advice and just put a little blob of the lighter stuff on here. Just try and make them stand out a little bit. You see? There we go. And then with this highlighting on the muscle, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it where bits converge. So where that goes to a little point, I'll put a little spot there, little spot there. I'm not going to go all the way along the line. I'm just going to do a little bit. What do we think, Dark? Dabba-do ya? Or do I go all the way along the seam? I'm not sure going along the seam is the way to go. But I am open to suggestions. Let's see how we get on over here and then decide. Right, I'm going to go have a look. I think this is going to give the game away. I feel like this is end of the game. Oh no, the story. Oh, and the exact moment. Oh my god. Oh. I found you. I got you. I got you. Question. That previous year, before I arrived, did you still have an interest in having window seats? That's my question. Yeah, that's you. I got ya. Blue and white stripy top, right? I recognise you. Yeah, man. Yeah, you weren't. Yeah, given you weren't the most active in the class, not by a long shot. Shyness or not, but hopefully you got a little break in those classes. You're like, oh yeah, I can coast this class. I can take it easier. But there ain't nothing wrong with being shy. But now I know who you are. The game is over, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. But it's nice to know that. Yeah, I recognise you. Nice kid. No feelings either way. You know, we're not bad, not great. Just a kid in the class. Hello, Martin. Are you a little shy one, are you, Martin? Now that's just full-blown white I'm doing there, isn't it? There's no purple in that. I think that's too much of a highlight, to be honest. I think we need to tone that down a little bit. I think we're making the same mistake as before. We're going too light with these highlights. Nah, not problematic at all. No, no, zero problem, man. Zero issue. No, no problem. No problems whatsoever. I wonder if I can just get away with doing this. Yeah, I guess I can. Good, man. Do what you enjoy, man. For sure, yeah. Do what you enjoy. Don't, yeah. Own what you are, man. Don't bother trying to do what other people want you to do. I'm not saying, like, you know, don't start going out and committing crimes, you know. I want to be a criminal. I'm going to do what I don't care what anyone else thinks. I mean, like, you know, you can choose how you dress, what you enjoy, what your hobbies are, who your friends are. You exercise that freedom, you know. God, I felt like that was borderline inspirational quote there. I think we're doing too much of the highlight here. I think it's too drastic. I think I need to even that up a little bit, just ever so slightly. Just tone those down. I do by putting a big dollop of thick-ass paint. What am I doing here? Get a grip, table! Don't you dick this up, you son of a bitch! Okay, I'm losing it a little bit. The blending's starting to blur a little bit here. Face is done. Just a little bit. I think I'm doing too much edge highlight. I think I just do a bit on this back and I call it quits there. So we just do a little bit here, just some little bits here and there. All right. What do we think, guys? Is that all right? Maybe it's a little bit too much white on the head. Maybe we can even that out, pull that out a little bit. I'd really like to get that eye. I wonder if I can just get a little tiny bit on it. I think we've got it, haven't we, Dark? I think we got there. I think that's all right. I think maybe some of these highlights are a little bit too white, but I think for the most part, I think we're all right. I just want to do a little bit on these toes, but I think that's a lot better than the first attempt. There we go. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Now, if we combine that, I mean, in theory, I should have done this one first. But if you imagine that flesh with this armor plate, I think they're going to look great. Try if I hang on. Let me just do it like this. I'll move it so fast it's a blur. You can't possibly. They merge together. There we go. I think we got it. I think we got the friggin' color scheme down. I know who you are, Monk. If I see you again in a live stream, because this one's about to end, but if I see you again in another live stream, I want to hear all about what you're doing in Vigo and how that's progressing. If I see you again. If not, appreciate playing the Guess Who game. I like that. There was a few dozy questions, but we got there. Yeah. Pretty entertaining, frankly. But yeah, so there we go. We got those sorted. We know where we're going with that. I got to end the stream now. I got to return to real life. Got to go back. I might try some more Arc Raiders tonight, but I ain't off getting owned. And the Hull Breaker gun is amazing, but I'm just getting killed on sight. I keep the ammo in my secret pocket so I can at least just buy the gun again. But as soon as people see you fire it, they just immediately shoot you dead. And I've lost 100% of my fights. And as I said in my Steam comment, 95% of those have been ambushes. It's just awful. And Martin, who was in the stream as well, he was with me in a group. I tried to save him, but they threw a load of flame grenades on his head, so I couldn't even get him. And I ran away like a little puss, left my other teammate. I was begging for. I had no comms. I really wanted to jump down the zip line. I was like, just jump down. There's 3 of them with automatic weapons. You've got a single shot rifle. Jump down the zip line with me. But he's new and he wanted to stay. So I ran off and jumped out off a massive building and only just survived. But I did extract just fine. But neither of them asked me if I made it out. I was a little bit butthurt about that. I was like, oh, they didn't care if I made it out. They didn't care if I lived or died. But no, it was still fun. But hopefully I'll be on comms next time. But yeah, I'm rambling now. Guys, I'll take the blue tack away. Let's see how we did. Whoa! 9 people, 3 likes. As we're about to end, if the 6 of you that haven't slapped a like on could, before we end, that would be really nice. If you've enjoyed anything remotely to do with the painting, slap a like on. That would be really nice. And do not use the whole cracker in groups more than 3 and can communicate. Groups of 3, you need something. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't use the whole cracker in the free player match. I used that solo. I didn't take the whole cracker because I can only get it every like 13 hours or so. So these are different games I was talking about. But yeah, thanks for that extra like, the person who listened or wanted to. There's no pressure to. Do it if you want. Don't do it. That's fine. You choose. But now we've got those Steelers done, we're making some real headway. Yeah, all right. I'll see you again soon, guys. Thanks again for taking the time. If you see me on here and there's no people in the stream, definitely come in and say hi. I'd really appreciate that. That's all I got to say. Thanks, guys. I feel way better. All right. I'll see you later. Loves you. Bye.